This is my Golos list as of right now. I'm always swapping things in and out, trying different configurations. But Golos is easily one of my favorite commanders. It's 5 color, so you can play any cards you want, which is nice. And we've got a ton of just bomb spells, Verdant Rejuvenation, and Emrakul, Omniscience, and Capstone, Overwhelming Splendor, Atraxa, Emergent Ultimatum. Our top end is very strong. So if we're able to get to that much mana and play those spells, we're having a really good time. Golos is ramp, and you play him and you get to search your library for a land and put it into play tapped. So even if they just spot removal kill your Golos, you at least go from 5 mana, you get to search, and you get to 6 mana. You're almost always searching out like a world tree if you need to fix your colors, because some of our cards have some crazy colors like Ruinous Ultimatum. Like you're never gonna have 3 white, or not usually. But if you get a world tree with your Golos and put it in to play, it'd be like your 6th land, and then all of your lands will just tap for any color that you need. Versus controlling decks, you can go get Mistrise Village. And then versus like longer grindy decks, you can get Quarry Mountain Monastery. When you have enough mana, this is basically a free card every turn. But there is definitely some mana issues. You got to figure out early what to fetch, when to fetch, what surveils. I don't know if the mana base is perfect, but it feels pretty good to me right now. We have a bunch of the like just best removal out of all of the colors, like Swords to Plowshares, Wash Away, Fatal Push, Bolt, Prismatic Ending, Abrupt Decay, and Rift. This card really hasn't performed super well for me, but I guess it's an early interactive spell, although 2 mana to bounce something is usually not a winning play. Sometimes it slows your opponent down enough. 7 mana to bounce everything, though, can be quite good. We got Fire Covenant as, a nice 3 mana instant speed board wipe. One-sided board wipe, Toxic Deluge. We've got Day of Judgment and Damnation, Supreme Verdict, and Farewell. So we've got a bunch of board wipes, so we don't really have many creatures. Arboreal Grazer, which you play it on turn 1, you put a land into play tapped, and then it's a great blocker, and then if you have to board wipe it, you've got to board wipe it, whatever. We have Hexing Squelcher, just because it's so good versus just the blue counterspell piles. So sometimes you have to wipe your Hexing Squelcher, but we don't really have many creatures in our deck. At least low mana creatures. We have like Emrakul and Ulamog, some actual bombs, Atraxa, Koma. So we're not usually afraid to just wipe the board. And obviously, just playing a board wipe on turn 3 or whatever wins you a bunch of games versus the Go Ice strategies. It's just like a 4-for-1. We have a fair amount of ramp in the deck. Exploration, Grazer, Explore, Newfound Adventure, Growth Spiral, Planar Genesis, and then some like Mana Dorks, Mana Rocks. Zone Guard is great. Fable can ramp you. Fable's good versus control decks because they got to deal with your Goblin token, and then you get another Goblin, and you get to fix your hand. So that's nice. But we're basically always just trying to ramp up, play a Golos, and then just get to our like 7-8 mana spells and just start slamming. If the Golos sticks on the battlefield, we can use his activated ability, which also exile the top 3 cards. It's a gamble. It's better than a Tolly or something. But a lot of times you do hit one of these top-end cards, and it feels great. Like, one of the issues we could have is just running into counterspell mages. We've got Veil of Summer, which is, anti-counterspell technology. We've got a number of spells, like Hexing Squelcher stops all of our spells from being countered. We have Thought Distortion, This absolutely destroys Kataras or Teferis. They just don't do anything and just keep up mana, keep up mana. I've made people discard 6 cards at once with this. Their whole entire hand is boom. And it can't be countered. They have like 3 counter spells in their hand. They think they can't lose. They're just like, I'm just going to wait. Haha. Pat, draw, go, draw, go, draw, go. And you just thought distortion. And it's just GG. Hullbreaker Horror can't be countered. I don't know. I haven't been super impressed with this card, but it does win some games. If you have enough mana to play this and then start playing other spells, you just put their whole board back into their hand, and it destroys them. We have the Coma, which can't be countered. This also just wrecks blue decks. You get this guy out early. Like the Ward 4, they have to deal with it. They don't. You swing, get 4 3/3s. The game is basically over. Then we have just like your classic show and tell with Emrakul, Ulamog, Omniscience, one with the most overwhelming Splendor, Atroxa. We have a number of good show and tell targets, which can lead to some pretty big blowouts. We have, the Capstone is a new card. This has been pretty great. It's just free value every turn. And if you can just play this and then just stall, play like the control game, you are going to get so many free spells turn after turn after turn. You're going to eventually hit these big boys and just run away with the game. Uro's obviously great. It's ramp, gains you some life, draws you some cards, and you can play it again later, even if they counter it. Yeah, Supreme Verdict also can't be countered for what it's worth. But yeah, it's just a basic kind of ramp control deck, and then just play big spells and crush people. I guess I could talk about Leyline of Mutation. This is obviously wonderful when it's in your opening hand. Also, you can just play it in like turn 3 or turn 4 if you have some ramp, and then it makes your Emrakuls and your Omniscience cost 5. So all of these expensive spells, you can start casting them for 5 mana, which is great. But yeah, when this is in your opening hand, you can do some really, really broken things. Let's see, what else have we got here? We've got, Mystical Tutor, Vampiric Tutor. You almost always, if you have the choice to go search for something, you go find Emergent Ultimatum. This will usually win you the game on the spot. Like if you have Golos on the battlefield, you just go get Omniscience, Expropriate, Verdant Rejuvenation, and there's nothing they can really choose that's going to stop you from winning the game. They take Omniscience, you get a multiple turns in a row, and you get to steal their best permanent, or you get 3 turns in a row. And Verdant Rejuvenation, you get to seek 5 creatures if you have the Golos in play. Creatures, enchantments, or planeswalkers. So you're going to either hit like Omniscience, one with the multiverse, or some of these huge creatures. The worst creatures you can hit are the Arboreal Grazer, the Hexing Squelcher, Wary Zone Guard. But even then, you're still pretty happy. But Verdant Rejuvenation, this thing just leads to some crazy blowouts. And you slam this and hit just like 5 beastly cards, and they all come into play at once. So, love this. Overwhelming Splendor, this also just wins games by itself. If your opponent doesn't have enchantment move, you basically win. You win when you play this. All their creatures no longer do anything, and unless they have like planeswalkers or something to beat you with, there's nothing they're really gonna do unless you're like 2 life and they have a bunch of 1/1s on the board. Time Warp, I don't know. A lot of the times it just feels like a 5 mana, draw an extra card and then play another land. A lot of times you don't really do anything but play it first, just so you can get another land into play, and then like slam a Golos or a bigger card. Time Warp, it could be cut. But other than that, I think the deck is looking pretty good right now. All right, let's play some games. Alright. Like the second, third time I've seen a Troxa in an hour or so. Like one was a close match, I lost. One oh, there was the what was the 4 mana Troxas. One they quit right away, and I don't remember. This doesn't really do great against counter spells. We don't have anything going on. Take our free mulligan. This also doesn't do shit. Cavern of Souls is nice. It's a lot of mulliganing. We can draw land, we can get some benefit off this Uro. There's no point in really countering it. Most of the Troxa decks are just a bunch of counter spells until they slam a Troxa. We will try to surveil another land on top of our library. We obviously want red mana and blue mana. The red and blue surveil. Supreme Verdict is not a land. That was. Didn't I just get rid of this thing? So his shields are down. I think I just played the Chromatic Lantern. So that's guaranteed ramp. Where maybe I should have played the Fable. That would have helped us make sure we hit our land drops next turn. We've been silenced. My Chromatic Lantern's cooler. He's probably holding up a counter spell, but he can't counter my Golos. So we slam. And we'll go get Mistrise Village to help battle through counter spells. He's just about to slam a Troxa. I mean, he almost certainly has counter spells in his hand after the Tef helps him untap. If we can draw a land... Actually, I guess I could just activate the Golos. And then we don't have to worry about being counterspelled. He's like, aha, I have a counterspell ready for you. We just simply go nuts with our Golos off the top. Tef is going to be a problem unless we can get an ultimatum through. But if we draw a land, we can maybe bait a counter. Eh. Two spells that can't be countered. Ooh, so easy. So easy. Get the fuck out of here, Troxa boy. Can't be countered. Can't be countered. I got a bunch of spells in my deck that can't be countered. Get out of my hood. Alright, Moti. It's gonna be another ramp. Cascade your big spells, and then you just keep hitting more ramp spells. I don't think it's that good. This hand has ramp. We need to draw lands. Opponent goes first. We can swords like a mana dork. because he's just going to be ramping to 5 mana and then cascading into more ramp spells. That doesn't actually do much, I feel. So we just play the Cold Steel Heart out right now. He's not going to be able to play his Emoti next turn, so we'll get this in play. I think we just want green. Emergent Ultimatum is our main shit. If we can cast this, we win, and it's Sultai colors, and it's mostly green, so I always try to pay attention to my lands and make them Sultai with mostly green. You do want a red source. Into the Royal! Cenote. We'll do green. We'll do Uro. So this mountain is bait, because if we play this mountain, we cannot cast Emergent Ultimatum on 7. Just because one of our lands won't be the right color. But next turn we can Cold Steel Heart Relic and just get the ramp going crazy. Yeah. We're gonna Swords the dude. See, I'm gonna cascade into more ramp spells. So I make sure to get a white for swords, but also one that matches colors with the ultimatum. Mountain sucks, but we can just crop rotate it out. We'll crop rotate the mountain away for probably another Surveil land. So I think our colors are looking pretty good otherwise. If I was worried, I could just get the World Tree. I guess maybe just get the World Tree. I don't have to think about it. World Tree, we don't have 6 lands, so we got green, Cold Steel Heart, black, blue. Yeah, we need something with green on it. We don't have any green Surveils. So, Verdant Rejuvenation is no good when you don't have creatures out. I think Capstone is probably fun. We haven't got the chance to play that. Every time we've cast it, our opponents have quit. So, let's see what it can do. He lets me cast Omniscience. Lets me play the Capstone. So not insane hits, but we can assemble for free, and I'm sure we're going to find something good. Something good. You give me 2 turns? Oh, I can't cycle it. I don't need to play it. We will Capstone. Oh, it's actually working. No! I guess that means it works. If they always quit when you... It must be good enough. Alright, we got Imri. This hand is real slow. Emery's probably gonna go fast. I mean, I don't like this hand either. We have too much top end. Cyclonic Rift is not very effective. It's better for 7. Yeah, he gets to turn 1 Emery. Vamp, Tutor. Oh, this gets real awkward if we don't draw lands. Oh, he's getting some value. And turn 1 Bobble Emery. Well, our hand's bad. This is not working out. Like, Explorer's not gonna really help us unless we go land on top of our library. I guess that's probably supposed to mulligan again. There's usually one top end card in your hand that you can afford to just put back into your library. Yeah, the very fast start. Okay, so there's a land. So we can Foothills. Yeah, opponent's gonna be gaining a bunch of life. It won't matter if we're able to just go over the top. So we need black. We'll try to surveil another land on top. So this Explorer can hit. Yeah! Now we want to surveil another land on top. Just play Golos. He might just be holding up a bunch of counter spells and we're just going to be dead. Okay, defense grid means he's probably not playing counter spells. Makes me feel safe. Get red, we'll need double red for the capstone. We need black and green. I could have gone for another red, but we'll get a world tree off the Golos, so all of our lands, all our colors should be fixed. I mean, we can thought distortion him. That might be something worth looking into. I think we'll do a thought distortion. Because I don't know about this list this guy's playing. Maybe it's standard, I don't know. I've never played Emery. I do think I have one Emery. But I don't have a lot of the affinity cards. Inventor's Fair. Maybe you can go find a Paradox engine or something. So check out this. Well, that wasn't as good as I would have liked, but it wasn't bad. Maybe he's not going to use the Inventor's Fair. He's definitely drawn a million cards off this Emery. He had the nuts start. Shinote. So it doesn't matter. You can just capstone. We'll blow everything up. Why not? He doesn't have that many artifacts out. His Emery's he'll have plenty of mana to cast it. I guess it'll only cost him like 2. Or I guess last he's got the Seed of the Synod too. Oh, I guess I should Vamp Tutor right now. Because of the defense grid. So I couldn't do it on his end step. So we're just going to ultimatum next turn and win. And we'll have the capstone. Okay, maybe we won't win, but sure going to be close. Also, I can just... Does protection from everything save you from Annihilator 6? It doesn't target. We'll go digging. We'll take the rejuvenation. Take a land. Ultimatum, Omniscience, Expropriate. Oh. I don't know about that Emery list. After he had the turn 1 Emery, I was certain we were going to be cooked, but we weren't. Alright, versus Shieldred. Versus anyone, this hand is bad. We got like 4 cards. We'll probably be dead before we can even cast them. This is better. Don't really mind them taking the Dark Ritual, that's fine. It's annoying if he takes the Growth Spiral. Okay, Squelcher, I don't care. But he probably has like another discard spell. Little lad. Well, we're not doing a whole lot. But 3 discard spells will do that to you sometimes. He's also not really doing much. Discards 2 cards. And exile that player's graveyard. Okay. I love discard spells. We're gonna pop. You probably want something with green, and that can surveil. I think I'm happy with drawing a land. We can go get Quarry Mountain Monastery, or we can get the World Tree to fix our colors in case we do draw something hard to cast. I think our colors are pretty good. Let's get the Quarry Mountain Monastery. So that gives us game versus mass discard. And yes, I will damnation my own Golos. And then we want to find, I guess, just more surveilling. We've got red on lock. We need green and black and blue mostly. And he's got to kill our Golos again. If he doesn't, we can just start activating it, which is going to give us insane value. Okay. Can you beat that, bud? I don't think you can. Do you have any enchantment removal in your mono black deck? Mm-hmm. Just go get some more surveils. Guess that's fine. You've lost, bud. So let's go fetch another if we can. And we can't. It's fine. Uh-oh. You're gonna lose this game. The overwhelming splendor, like, is going to do all of the work. all your creatures are just, even if they weren't just 1/1s without text, it'd be pretty bad. I got one, might not be. I guess I should have Fire Covenant and did it before he attacked, but whatever. Yeah. Nothing like beating a discard Andy. Alright, we got ramp decks and ramp decks. I'm definitely more of a controlling ramp deck where he's just only ramp. The sand doesn't have any ramp, but I guess we'll keep it. We got Wash Away. We've got removal if he decides to just go like the Mana Dork route. And just fetch Surveil lands, I guess. And put anything that isn't a land or like a Mana Dork on the ground. So we need green. Get green black. That's a land. Squelcher's not really going to do much here. It's fine. We'll just kill it. Do I fetch out a red and display the Squelcher? I guess. Oh no. Okay, this works. Like I need a dual land, a pain land that's red. And another color. So I don't want just a red land out. Good timing on the Shepherd, but I can just deluge it and then keep up the Wash Away. It's probably pretty good. And then he's gonna walk right into the Wash Away and quit. Okay, no. Well, next turn we can Golos and hold up Wash Away. You're supposed to do all these lands when you have your Mythweaver out, bud. And just wipe the board again. Hold up the Wash Away, and he probably quits. And you can slam it again next turn, so maybe the dog's got some fight in him. I would like to draw a card, please. Thank you. Yes, I will search my library for a land card. Oh, Surveil. I don't think I care about the ring. a symbol. And we've got 8 mana, so there's a lot of ways we can win. I think Verdant Rejuvenation's the most fun, though. He's not going to kill our Golos. We definitely get punished if he kills our Golos here, but... it would never happen. This Rejuvenation's gonna just pop off. Worst cards I can hit is like Grazer, Hexing Sculpture, which is already in our graveyard. Okay, maybe we can lose. See what happens. Oh, Overwhelming Splendor. Doesn't really matter. Anyone can see. Clown. I don't know why these are just all in play. I'm sure they're on their way to the graveyard. That was pretty good. He thought he was popping off. Nah. Your cards don't do anything, man. Your cards don't do anything. I love it. I love it. Match versus Atroxa. I don't like this hand. I guess this is not any better because we don't have green mana. Well, that is also not a green land. That's a green land, though. We're stoked. We are back. We're definitely going slower than we'd like to be. Who knows if this is like a controlling Atroxa, running 1,000 counter spells. Okay, Mistrise is a little annoying, but it's fine. Guess we'll play the Farseek. Fable is really good against control. We need green. We already have red. We need green and black, mostly. Blue. Don't want the growth spiral. So I think the play here is to Golos. they'll counter it, and then we can mystical tutor for thought distortion, and then they're going to be smoked. They'll counter, and we'll just put it into our hand, and then we can tutor. Hopefully they won't have a 1 mana answer. Okay, they will. Thought distortion was going to fuck them up, but that definitely answers the question. If they're all counter spells, Tefs usually are. I think we'll just ramp up here. Veil of Summer, I guess? We already have the Mistrise Village. We'll just get World Tree to fix all our colors. Maybe it's supposed to go for Arid Archway, just to make sure I keep hitting land drops. I will take it to my hand, please. Next turn I can Golos and Fable. Or he can just give up. I just Atroxa before him. Loser! So we don't really have ramp. We take our mulligan. I don't think this is good either. I think it's worth mulliganing again. Like Brainstorm with the fetch land. But we don't have blue to cast this Brainstorm and then fetch. We have to get green to cast the Growth Spiral. We already have blue and black. Green and white. He might sack the Haywire Mite to kill my Exploration, which Exploration's obviously not doing anything for us at this point, so works for me. So he does it. I do think that's obviously a horrible play, but he doesn't know that I don't have... I mean, he knows I don't have another land because I didn't play another land after I cast the Exploration. That enchantment is nothing for us. He does have all the information he needs to know that it is worthless. And it's not like I'm going to be drawing multiple lands per turn. But I would like to draw a land next turn. That would be cool. I think it's going to start getting awkward fast. Get smoked by the Fire Covenant. Wow. Just wow. Lelia. It's mono red aggro. This hand is horrible. This is better. We have Damnation. And we have good ramp. And a life game. We could just draw another land. I think we're pretty much feeling real good about life. So, insane ramp. Corn probably keeps us alive. Yeah, we're gonna take some hits. Take our beats. We'll go sack now, just to make him scared. 2 white sources, 2 white sources, 2 black sources. We need a red source. So we got red and green. Let's play Golos. Set up a blocker. And then we can start just board wiping over and over. If he 3/5, I guess he could have 5. I guess he could have artifact removal. That wouldn't cost him a bunch. Just trying to reduce the amount of damage. If he spins a card to finish my Golos off, that's great. There you go. And now we can just Corn and then Damnation, and he's gonna be so sad. Lahoozy. More mono blue. We wanted to surveil into more lands. I think. Not interested in the crocodile right now. Just want to draw out more lands. Okay. Well, we're not drawing lands. That's a land. That's cool. Mischievous cat guys. Just get those counter spells out of his hand. Get to see my hand. That's not fair. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 5. Guess we time warp first, and then we can treasure cruise afterwards. And we'll go get Mist-Rice Village and counter these nuts. Wow. I mean, we could almost just hardcast Atroxa at this point, which is a little stupid. He has to take care of the Golos, or we are going to pop with it, and we can One Ring activate next turn. But I think just activating Golos is better. Wow. Actually, we don't want to rotate. I was gonna rotate and get the Arid Archway, but we already have it. Oh, we can just hardcast Emrakul. It's not super often that you just hardcast an Emrakul. Get out of here. Your deck full of counter spells, man. And it's great versus Emery. We can abrupt Emery. But not great. I mean, this isn't great either, but we're going to keep it. Show and Tell Perforator Crocodile. Show and Tell Holebreaker Horror. Guys just holding up counter spells. We don't do anything. We don't do anything, bud. Maybe the Farseek should have went on the bottom, but We can play for like a spell pierce. We ain't scared yet. Crocodile is online. I mean, he almost certainly has a count. He's been holding up 2 mana since forever. We'll tutor here and see if he counters. Lets it go through. We'll get the Thought Distortion. Can't be countered. So he's going to hold up 2 mana. Because he thinks he's hot shit. Watch this. Completely smoked. Look at that. That is some shit. Just get absolutely schmokered, bud. Mindslaver. You can Day of Judgment my own creatures. I can show and tell, put out the Hullbreaker Horror, and then brainstorm the Day of Judgment so you can't steal my yeah, this is slick. This is slick. Put out the Hullbreaker Horror. Oh yeah, I can just brainstorm and bounce the freaking Mindslaver anyways. I was like, I can brainstorm and tuck my Day of Judgment away so he can't steal it. It's like I can just bounce your Mindslaver. I was underthinking it.